Hello guys and welcome back. I do not know what happened. Apparently I got some copyright strike. I don't know why actually, because I'm using the music which is copyright free, but you know, those people exist, those stalkers who just want I guess, I don't know what they want to do, what they are their intentions, but I think we should be back. Actually, let me check it on my computer. 105 subscribers, guys. Thank you very much for that. Again, I don't know, guys, what happened, but apparently some I don't want to say anything rude, okay, but some weird guy reported some copyright strike, which obviously I'm not using anything that could be considered as a copyright, but we will leave it at that. So we are back and we are waiting for players to come and to start playing, and yeah, we'll do a preview in just a second. This time I won't be using any music, so they don't get any reason to make a copyright claim. But yeah, let's go through preview for this one. Carlos Alcaraz is getting ready. So is Jan-Lennard Struff. They should be on ready to go in just a couple of minutes. Again, guys, you can tell me your predictions in the chat. As always, who do you think is winning this one? What do you think, guys? Who do you think will win this final? This will be obviously this could be the first trophy for Jan-Lennard Struff, actually. And Carlos Alcaraz has won 9 titles. So if Alcaraz will win today, it will be his 10th title. So Alcaraz is going for the title number 10. Jan-Lennard Struff is going for title number 1. So let's do a quick preview, guys. I have done it already, but you know, some complications due to copyright, etc., etc. I don't really want to get into that because I'm really pissed off right now, so I don't want to be pissed off even more. Okay, so let's go to Carlos Alcaraz very quickly. The world number 2, 20 years of age, from Spain. He turned pro back in 2018. He plays right-handed. This year overall, 23 wins, 2 losses, career titles 9, 2023 titles 3, Buenos Aires, Indian Wells and Barcelona. These 3 titles were won by Carlos Alcaraz so far this year. Let's look at path of Carlos Alcaraz all the way to the final. He defeated Emil Rusuvori, Grigor Dimitrov, Sasha Zverev, Karen Khachanov and Borna Coric. So a pretty good wins for Carlos Alcaraz, obviously. And then Jan-Lennard Struff, who is right now going into the arena. Jan-Lennard Struff is entering Kaya Magica, so the Magic Box, Manolo Santana Stadium. And let's look at Jan-Lennard Struff and his profile. He's ranked 65 in the world, 33 years old, from Germany. He plays right-handed. He hasn't won a single ATP title so far in his career. So he will be hoping he could get a big one today against Carlitos. And let's look at Jan-Lennard Struff and his path all the way to the final. He defeated Lorenzo Sonego 6-3, 6-1 in the round of 128. In the round of 64, it was a tough battle against American Ben Shelton. Actually, the last 5 matches, Jan-Lennard Struff had to do it the hard way in 3 sets. So if somebody will be pretty, I would say, tired today, it will be Jan-Lennard Struff. Look at that. 3 sets against Ben Shelton, 3 sets against Dusan Lajovic, 3 sets against Pedro Cachin, 3 sets against Stefanos Tsitsipas, and in the semifinals, again, 3 sets against Aslan Karatsev. That was actually a replay of their qualification match, so it was absolutely crazy. Jan-Lennard Struff and Aslan Karatsev, they played in the second round of qualification. Karatsev defeating Lennard Struff, but the Lennard Struff was a lucky loser, and then he came back and he defeated Aslan Karatsev. He got his revenge in the semi-final. Hello, when the final will start? It starts right now. The players are already in the arena, and there is actually a coin toss right now. So in a few minutes, in a couple of minutes, the final will start. Again, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, leave them in the chat as well. Leave your predictions in the chat. And yeah, guys, we are ready to go almost. ready to go. I will tell you my prediction as well. But first of all, let's look at head-to-head statistics between these two. They have played each other 2 times before. Both of those 2 times were at the Grand Slam stage. Actually, Jan-Lennard Struff defeating Carlos Alcaraz at Roland Garros, but it was 2 years ago when Alcaraz was only 18 years old. And yeah, Lennard Struff winning that one 6-4, 7-6, 6-2. But Carlos Alcaraz got his revenge last year at Wimbledon on grass. Carlos Alcaraz winning in 5 sets. It was a tough battle. 4-6, 7-5, 4-6, 7-6, 6-4. So they have played each other 2 times, and actually Jan-Lennard Struff leading their head-to-head on clay. So that's pretty interesting. And let's look at my prediction right now. I'm predicting Carlos Alcaraz, the seed number 1, the world number 2, Spanish phenomenon, to win in straight sets. So I think it will be Carlitos to again lift the trophy for the winner of Mutua Madrid Open, actually before the eyes of his fans in Spain. So what do you think, guys? Who do you think is winning this one? Tell me in the chat, as always. So it is the final. It doesn't get any bigger than this. Both of the players are still warming up, hitting some balls, and they are getting ready to start this final in Madrid. Should be a good one, I think. Should be a good one. Obviously, Carlos Alcaraz has won already 9 titles in his young career. He will be hoping he could make it 10 titles today against Jan-Lennard Struff. He has earned over $14 million in prize money, and he will be aiming to get back to world number 1. Even if he wins today, actually, guys, let's look at race to Turin, okay? This is the race to Turin. As you can see, Carlos Alcaraz in the 2nd position so far. He has won, or he has gained 3,000 points, 3,010 points so far this year. So he has overtaken Novak Djokovic, and if he wins today, final against Jan-Lennard Struff, he will actually overtake Daniil Medvedev, and in the live rankings, race to Turin, he will be at the spot number 1. But even if he wins this week in Madrid, he wouldn't overtake Novak Djokovic, but the difference between them will be only 5 points. So considering that Carlos Alcaraz will play Rome, which I think he will, I think there is no other way for Carlos Alcaraz. Obviously last year, he didn't play Rome, but this year it's a different situation because Madrid and Rome, they are 2 weeks, they were expanded, 96 player draw, so I think there is no way Carlos Alcaraz doesn't play Rome. I think he will play, and then again, if Carlos Alcaraz will play Rome, we know that Alcaraz didn't play Rome last year, so he could only gain points there, whereas Novak Djokovic, I think he won Rome last year, or he was in the final against Rafa. I don't remember exactly, guys. If you remember, tell me in the chat. But I think he actually won Rome last year. But I'm not completely sure. But yeah, Novak Djokovic, of course, has a lot of points to defend in Rome. So I think if Alcaraz will play Rome, so which I think is pretty certain that he will, then he will have a pretty good chance of overtaking Novak Djokovic and again regaining the world number 1 spot. And obviously, right now, for Carlos Alcaraz, the priority number 1 is Roland Garros. That's what he's aiming for. We all know that he lost against Sasha Zverev last year in the quarterfinals. He will be hoping he could get further this time around. And I think right now he's the biggest favorite probably for Roland Garros, I would imagine. You can tell me, guys, what do you think? Who is your biggest favorite for Roland Garros? But I think, just think about it. I mean, Novak Djokovic is not in a very good form. Rafael Nadal withdrawing from Rome, so how many matches will he have? I mean, that's a question, right? How many matches will he be able to get before Roland Garros? That might be an issue. I don't know. Stefanos Tsitsipas, I think Carlos Alcaraz has been able to defeat Tsitsipas in basically all of their encounters, if I remember correctly. So I think right now Carlos Alcaraz is probably the biggest favorite to win Roland Garros. I would imagine. Tell me, guys, what do you think? And tell me in the chat, who do you think will win this one in Madrid? As both of the players are finishing their warm-ups. So we'll be starting the match very, very shortly. We are getting closer and closer to the start of this match. And again, guys, I have already made my pick. As you can see, my prediction is Carlos Alcaraz, the world number 2 and the seed number 1 to win in straight sets. But I don't think it will be particularly easy for Carlos Alcaraz. I think that Jan-Lennard Struff is the player that could cause a lot of trouble for the young Spaniard. So yeah, let's see what happens. Both of the players have finished their warm-ups, so we are almost ready to go in Madrid. And obviously the crowd, there are over 12,000 people. I think the vast majority of them, or probably all of them, will be obviously rooting for the home favorite, for the 20-year-old Carlos Alcaraz. And he has actually won the coin toss, and he has elected to receive. So Jan-Lennard Struff is actually starting. So Jan-Lennard Struff with a first serve goes wide, so it will be second serve from Struff. We have begun, guys. It should be a good one. Jan-Lennard Struff starting on serve. Second serve goes in. Forehand from Alcaraz. Forehand from Struff. Forehand from Alcaraz. Backhand from Struff. Backhand from Alcaraz. Backhand from Struff. Hits the net. That's a point for Carlitos. 15 love. Or love 15, I should say. Love 15. Good point from Alcaraz here. Again, guys, if you have your picks for the winner in this one, leave them in the chat, as always. And if you are enjoying the show, guys, please consider to subscribe. It would really help the channel grow. So, Jan-Lennard Struff serving again. He's down love 15. This is a very important game, guys. You don't want to drop serve in the first game of your first Masters 1000 final. But Jan-Lennard Struff, obviously, he has to feel a lot of pressure. This is his biggest match of his career so far, by far. And he has hit the double fault. This ain't no good. This is not good for Jan-Lennard Struff. A lot of nerves. Love 30. Yeah, it's not looking very good for the German. He needs some first serves here. He needs some very good first serves to get back into this game. He doesn't want to drop his serve in the first game. Love 30. But there are some nerves. There are some nerves, obviously, for Jan-Lennard Struff. First serve goes in. Forehand from Alcaraz. Volley from Lennard Struff. Again, volley from Struff, and that's good. This was a good point. He went to the net. He went for serve and volley. Very good first serve. Very good two volleys, actually. He had to make 2 tap volleys because Alcaraz got a very good return back. And then the second volley was good enough for Jan-Lennard Struff to get the point. So 15-30. Very good point from Struff here. Struff on serve again. Again, guys, leave your predictions in the chat as always. First serve goes wide. It will be second serve from Struff. In the first 4 points, or out of the first 4 points, he has made only 1 first serve. That's not very good. He needs that first serve if he wants to succeed in this match. Second double fault. Second double fault in this opening game. This is not good. This is not good from the German. Second double fault. 15-40. You don't want to, like this, give chances to Carlos Alcaraz. If you do this, then he will destroy you. Yeah, but some nerves. Obviously, there are nerves for Jan-Lennard Struff. We all probably knew that even before this final started. First serve goes in. Again, Jan-Lennard Struff going for a serve and volley. Again, volley from Struff goes wide. Yeah, that's a break. Just like that, Carlos Alcaraz with a break. Very nervous start from Jan-Lennard Struff. Yeah, this wasn't a good game. This was a very bad game from Struff. Carlos Alcaraz, to be honest, he didn't have to do a whole much. He didn't have to do a whole lot to break Jan-Lennard Struff. Struff making 2 double faults. Wasn't hitting first serves. Bad volley in that last point. Yeah, Alcaraz with a lead very early on. It's Carlitos with a break. Let's see what happens next. Again, guys, if you have your predictions for this match, leave them in the chat as always. Tell me, who do you think is winning this one? Who do you think is winning this one? Agustin, thank you very much for coming back. We had some issues, but you are seeing easy Struff. But Agustin, you said just a few minutes earlier, you said that you are rooting for Carlos, that you think Carlos will win this one. So I don't know what to think right now. In the meantime, Carlos Alcaraz with a good serve, 15 love. Yeah, very nervous start from Jan-Lennard Struff. Alcaraz, on the other hand, hitting first serve, very good first serve from Alcaraz. 15 love for Carlitos. Carlos Alcaraz again, first serve goes wide. It will be second serve this time from the Spaniard. Second serve from Carlitos, as he's trying to again regain his crown in the Spanish capital. Second serve goes in. Backhand from Struff, forehand from Carlos, forehand from Struff, backhand from Carlos, volley from Struff, Carlos gets to it. Backhand from Struff, backhand from Carlos, backhand from Struff. This is a long rally. Backhand from Carlitos, forehand from Struff, forehand strike from Carlitos. Struff gets the ball back, right on the line. Forehand from Carlitos, forehand from Struff, forehand from Alcaraz goes wide. What a rally. Good point from Jan-Lennard Struff. A good point from the German. He stayed in the rally and eventually he was rewarded. Much pressure from Spain fans. Well, yeah, I mean, but I think Alcaraz has been used to this pressure. Look how he played against Tsitsipas in the final in Barcelona 2 weeks ago, right? And he has won Madrid last year. He has won Barcelona last year. He actually, I think he has won 20 matches in a row on the Spanish soil, on clay, because he has won Barcelona last year, Madrid last year, Barcelona this year. Right now he's in the final of Madrid. I think it's over 20 match wins in Spain for Carlos Alcaraz. So I don't really think he's you know, taking or really thinking that much about the pressure from the home fans. What a return from Struff. What a return from the German. 15-30. So actually Struff is playing pretty good here on return. Maybe he could get his break back. That would be a very important if Jan-Lennard Struff would be able to get that break right back. That would be very, very important. Again, guys, tell me your thoughts in the chat as well about this match. Who do you think will win it? Backhand from Alcaraz, slice backhand from Struff, forehand from Carlitos, backhand from Struff, backhand from Carlos, drop shot from Carlos. Struff gets to it. Backhand from Carlos, that's a winner. He went to the net, and again, Carlos is very, very strong at the net. 30-all. Good point construction from Carlos Alcaraz. Struff again played well. He was able to get to that drop shot from Carlos Alcaraz, but eventually Alcaraz getting out at the top of the rally, and it's 30-all. Carlos Alcaraz on serve. Carlos Alcaraz on serve. Again, guys, if you have any thoughts, any questions, leave them in the chat as always. And please, guys, subscribe if you are enjoying the show. As you can see right here, we are at 105 subscribers. So I do appreciate every single one of you if you will consider to subscribe. Good first serve from Alcaraz. Struff hitting the net. 40-30. Again, I have noticed that Alcaraz has really improved his serve. That's very obvious. Even in Barcelona, in Madrid as well, his serve is very, very good. It has been improved. I think that's quite obvious for everybody. Again, Alcaraz serving. Great first serve to the body. Struff gets the ball back. Forehand from Struff. Forehand from Alcaraz. Cross court backhand from Struff. Backhand from Alcaraz. Backhand from Struff. Slice backhand from Alcaraz. Forehand from Struff. Backhand from Alcaraz goes wide. So we are at deuce. This was a good point. Good point from the German. Again, we are seeing so far a lot of pretty long rallies at the beginning of this match. Very early in this match, a lot of long rallies. But as I have said earlier, Jan-Lennard Struff has been playing a lot of tennis recently in Madrid. Actually, I think his last 5 or 6 matches have gone the distance, 3 sets. Whereas Carlos Alcaraz has gone to 3 sets only against Ruusuvuori, and what a drop shot. What a drop shot from Carlitos. That's what he does the best. Great drop shot. Advantage Alcaraz. And he will be trying to make it 2 games to love. To again, to back up the break. Yeah, Struff again, I really want to see his next service game. He's playing pretty well on return, but on serve he has been struggling in the first game. He has made 2 double faults. What a return. What a return from Struff. Again, those returns from the German are very, very dangerous. If he could get on the ball, he could rip it, and it's very tough for Alcaraz to get it back. It's very tough for Alcaraz to then get it back. Again, Carlos Alcaraz on serve. You can tell me, guys, who are you rooting for today? Are you rooting for Carlos to win his 10th title? Or are you rooting for Jan-Lennard Struff to win his maiden ATP title? He's 33 years old, but he hasn't won a single ATP Tour title. It will be quite some story if he will be able to win today against Carlitos. In the meantime, again, good point from Jan-Lennard Struff. He has got a break point here. Break point for the German to break back. First serve from Carlos goes wide. It will be second serve from Alcaraz. So maybe some chance for Struff. Maybe some chance for the German. Second serve goes in and Struff hits the net. He was trying to go for a big one, but he has hit the net. So it's back at deuce. We are back at deuce. So, Carlos Alcaraz on serve. This is a pretty long game, actually. Jan-Lennard Struff causing a lot of trouble to Carlitos on his own serve. First serve again from Alcaraz goes wide. It will be second serve from the Spaniard. Second serve from Carlos. Second serve from Carlos. Goes in. Backhand from Struff. Forehand from Carlitos. Backhand from Struff. Forehand from Alcaraz. Struff hits the ball wide. That was a good point. Good point from Carlos. Struff is fighting strong. Yes, Agustin. Struff is fighting strong so far. Again, he was very nervous on his opening service game. He has made 2 double faults. Again, some bad shots. But on return, this game he's playing really well. He already had a break point, and he's causing a lot of trouble for Carlitos on his serve. First serve from Carlos goes in. Backhand from Struff again. What a return. What a return. Great return from Jan-Lennard. And that was the first serve of Carlos Alcaraz. It wasn't second serve. It was first serve. And a great return from the German. Really well played from Jan-Lennard. So we are back at deuce. First serve from Carlitos. Yeah, very good first serve. This time Jan-Lennard Struff hitting the return wide, so it's advantage for Alcaraz. But this is turning out to be a pretty long game. And I think it will be a very important game as well. These long games are very important. Sometimes they are worth more, like 2 games. Because like if you can get through them, then it's very important for you. And Carlos Alcaraz indeed has been able to win it. Jan-Lennard Struff hitting the ball wide. It's a game for Carlitos. And he has the lead. He has backed up the break. And it's 2 games to love for Carlos Alcaraz. Early lead for the young Spanish superstar in this final. GG. Yes, Agustin. It was a good game. It was a good game from Jan-Lennard, but right now I'm very interested to see how Struff will serve. because he has been struggling a lot in his first service game. And again, he hits the net in the first serve. Second serve goes in. Forehand from Alcaraz. Forehand from Struff. Backhand from Alcaraz. Backhand from Struff. Forehand from Alcaraz. Backhand from Struff. Forehand from Alcaraz. Forehand from Struff. Forehand from Alcaraz. Goes wide. Good point. Good point from the German. I mean, Struff really needs to get those first serves in. That's the main point. That's the game plan for Struff. To get the first serves in, big first serves, and then when to the net. He loves to play serve and volley. That's what he needs to try to do against Carlos. That's the game plan pretty much. And if he's not hitting those first serves, then that's a problem. But this time he hits the first serve, he goes to the net. Carlos Alcaraz going for a lob, and Struff has been able to get to it. Good point again from Struff. He's just too high, you know, too big. If Alcaraz is hitting those lobs, he better do it very well, because again, this wasn't a bad lob. Against, for example, Diego Schwartzman, it would be a great lob, but against the player as tall as Jan-Lennard Struff, it's just not good enough. So 30 love. Struff really needs to hold here. There is no other way. First serve goes in again, and serve and volley again from Jan-Lennard Struff, and that's lob, another lob for Carlos, but it goes wide. 223 kilometers. That's very strong first serve, very quick first serve. Yeah, that's basically the game plan. The last 2 points, Jan-Lennard Struff basically just hit the first serve and went to the net. That's the game plan for him. First serve hits the net. Will be second serve from Struff. Again, guys, if you are enjoying the content, please consider to subscribe. We are currently on 105 subscribers. Second serve from Struff. He goes to the net, but it wasn't good enough. That is just not good enough against Alcaraz. If you hit a second serve, like 160k, and you are trying to serve and volley, that wouldn't really work out against Carlos. If you want to go serve and volley, you better hit first serve in. Because from the second serve, I mean, maybe against some other players it would work, but against Carlos, not really. 40-15. Still 2 game points for Struff. First serve goes wide, it will be second serve yet again. Second serve from the German. Second serve goes in. Forehand from Alcaraz, backhand from Struff. Forehand from Alcaraz goes wide. So it's a game for Jan-Lennard Struff. 2-1. The German is on the board, but Carlos Alcaraz with a lead. 2-1. Again, guys, we can look at the past champions in Madrid. And there have been, sorry, these are not the past champions in Madrid, but there have been a lot of Spanish champions. Obviously, Rafa Nadal winning this tournament on many occasions, and Carlos Alcaraz looks like he will be his worthy successor, you know. He plays very well on clay, as I have said earlier. He has pretty much, I think he has won 20 matches in a row in Spain on clay. He has won Barcelona last year, he has won Madrid last year, he has won Barcelona this year. So that's like 3 tournaments in Spain in a row for Carlos Alcaraz, and right now he's in the Madrid final. So he will be trying to make it 4 tournaments in a row in Spain. And that will be like something like 20 wins in a row in Spain or something like that. But so far, pretty good match so far from Carlos Alcaraz. Struff, the first service game was just very bad. Since then, again, it seems like the nerves, he has been able to manage his nerves a lot better. And since then, it has been a good fight from Jan-Lennard Struff. Look at his opponents that he had to beat all to make final. Sonego, Shelton, Lajovic, Kachin, Tsitsipas and Karatsev. And the last 5 matches went the distance. In the last 5 matches, Struff had to do it the hard way in 3 sets. So it wasn't an easy path for Jan-Lennard Struff to the final, but it isn't the easy opponent in the final as well. It's Carlos Alcaraz, One of the best players right now, if not the best player right now on the ATP Tour. So Alcaraz serving. Alcaraz on serve here. First serve goes wide. It will be second serve from Carlitos. Again, guys, if you have any questions, any thoughts, leave them in the chat as always. Second serve from Carlos goes in. Backhand from Struff. Oh, it was called fault, so it's double fault, but Alcaraz is challenging the call. Obviously, we have unlimited challenges in Madrid. So let's see, was it wide? It was wide or in? Oh, it was wide. Okay, so Alcaraz starting this game with a double fault. Double fault for Alcaraz. Love 15, maybe some chance for Jan-Lennard Struff here. Alcaraz, first serve goes in, forehand from Struff, forehand from Alcaraz, forehand from Struff. Alcaraz hits the ball wide. Love 30. Love 30. There's a good game so far. Good game from the German. Alcaraz isn't really comfortable on his own serve so far. Jan-Lennard Struff doing very well to really make those returns. That has been the most important part of his game so far. Again, great return from Struff. And that's love 40. Well, some problems for Carlitos here. Some problems for Carlitos. Love 40. Unreal returns from Jan-Lennard Struff. He's you know, standing very close to the baseline, so he's returning those serves very, very early. It's not easy to do, but he has been doing it magnificently so far. Love 40. And Struff can quite possibly get right back into this one. Second serve from Alcaraz goes in, and again, what a return game. What a return game from Jan-Lennard Struff. He breaks Alcaraz to love. I don't remember when I last saw this, like Alcaraz being broken to love. Well played from Struff. Very good game. Very good game. So we are back on serve. Alcaraz may be having some problems here. If Struff will continue to return like that, then Alcaraz is in some trouble. First serve from Struff goes wide. It will be second serve from the German. Again, guys, if you have any predictions, leave them in the chat as always. Second serve from Struff goes in. Backhand from Carlitos. Struff trying to go for a serve and volley, but again, he's using that second serve and he wants to go to the net of his second serve. That's just not going to work, really. If you are hitting like 170k second serve against Alcaraz and then you are trying to go to the net, I mean, 9 times out of 10 it wouldn't really work because Alcaraz is pretty good on return, especially when that serve isn't really strong, isn't really fast. First serve from Struff goes in, forehand from Alcaraz, forehand from Struff, slice backhand from Alcaraz, forehand volley from Struff, lob from Alcaraz, goes wide. This wasn't really a good shot selection from Carlitos. I don't think he necessarily really had to go for the volley there. So yeah, Alcaraz actually is changing his racket right now. So let's see. 15 love. Jan-Lennard Struff on serve. He's trying to make it 3 games to 2. First serve from Struff goes in. Alcaraz returns. Again, smash from Struff. Alcaraz with a backhand hits the net. 30-15. Alcaraz may be in some trouble here, guys. Who knows? But yeah. Last 12 points. Out of the last 12 points, Struff has won 10. That's a pretty big statement. Alcaraz only winning 2 points out of the last 12. So Struff is right now clearly the better player here. Clearly the better player. Alcaraz needs to change something. He needs to do something. Again, Struff going for a serve and volley. of every single shot or every single serve, almost of every single serve, Struff is trying to go for a serve and volley. And he's hitting some amazing returns. Alcaraz is in deep trouble here. First serve from Struff goes in. No, it goes wide, sorry. So it will be second serve from Struff. Second serve from the German. Second serve goes in. Forehand from Carlitos goes wide. Just like that. 3 games to 2 for Jan-Lennard Struff. We are going for a sit down, and this is not looking good for Carlos Alcaraz right now. It's not looking good for Carlitos. Struff is playing some amazing tennis in this final so far. Yeah, and Carlitos, I don't know, he needs to change something. What he needs to change, I'm not really sure. Because Struff is just playing amazingly well. Those returns from Struff are just amazing. Alcaraz is hitting like 200k serve, and Struff going for 2 or 3 return winners of his baseline reapers from Jan-Lennard Struff. I mean, amazing play from the German. Truly amazing. Again, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, please consider to subscribe. We are currently at 105 subscribers as we are waiting for the players to again go back into play. Alcaraz just looking down to the ground in his thoughts, probably contemplating what he should do next, what he should improve. But yeah, it's a tough ask. If Struff will continue to return like that, there is not really much to do. I think actually so far this match is pretty close to what we have seen against Ruusuvuori. Ruusuvuori, it seemed like he couldn't miss. In that opening set against Alcaraz, he won it 6 games to 2, and then again you just cannot keep that high level all match. It's just impossible. But again, a great return from Struff. Forehand from Struff, forehand from Alcaraz. Backhand from Struff goes wide. Point for Alcaraz. I don't think that Struff can really keep this high level all match for over 2 hours or something like that. I think eventually his level will drop, and that's when Alcaraz really needs to up his game and yeah, win some points, win some games. 15 love for Alcaraz. He needs to hold here. First serve from Alcaraz, and that's a good first serve. That's a good first serve. Struff wasn't able to return it. 30 love for the Spaniard. 30 love for Carlitos. So, Alcaraz again needs that first serve. First serve goes in. Backhand from Struff. Backhand from Alcaraz. Backhand from Struff. Alcaraz going for a volley. Can Struff get to it? Yes, he can. Alcaraz with a forehand. Forehand from Struff. Well played. What a point. What a point, and well played from the German. Great point. And Struff eventually winning this one. So it's 30-15. Alcaraz with a good volley, but Struff was quick to get there. Then Alcaraz hitting cross-court forehand, and Struff going for a cross-court forehand winner himself. First serve from Alcaraz goes in. Backhand from Struff. Backhand from Alcaraz. Slice backhand from Struff. Forehand from Alcaraz goes wide. Again, problems. Problems for Carlitos on his own serve. I don't know, he probably needs to change something, but I'm not really sure what to change here. Struff is just playing amazingly well. Amazingly well so far. If he continues to play like this, it will be a win for the lucky loser. 30 all. Alcaraz with a good first serve to the body. Struff wasn't able to return it. 40-30. 40-30. Points won on serve. Alcaraz only 11 points won out of 23 on his own serve. He's really struggling on his own serve right now. He will be eager to win this game. First serve from Alcaraz goes in to the body. Forehand from Alcaraz hits the net and goes wide. Deuce. Yeah, again, very tough game. Very tough game for Carlitos on his own serve. Again, guys, if you have any questions, any thoughts, any predictions for this match, leave them in the chat as always. Alcaraz on serve. Deuce. Struff again causing a lot of trouble for Carlitos on his serve. And what a serve this is. That's an ace. Right into the corner, right on the line. Struff didn't have any chance to get to this one. Advantage for Carlos. Advantage Alcaraz. The first ace of the whole match actually goes in the way of Carlos Alcaraz. Again, Alcaraz serving. First serve goes wide this time. It will be second serve from Carlitos. Second serve from Carlos. Goes in. Forehand from Struff hits the net. That's a very important hold. Very important hold for Carlos Alcaraz. He made a fist bump. Looked at his team and Juan Carlos Ferrero was just applauding. Very important game. Juan Carlos Ferrero knew that this was a very important game for Carlitos. Carlos was able to win this one, and it's 3 games all. Struff is serving right now. First serve from Struff. Goes in. He's again going for serve and volley. Can Carlos get to this? No, he can't. Again, Struff just going for a serve and volley. Again and again and again. And it's paying off. It's paying off. If he can hit that first serve in, then there is a lot of trouble for Carlitos. First serve from Struff again goes in. He again goes to the net for serve and volley. Backhand from Alcaraz goes wide. Every single point, that's very interesting. Every single point, Jan-Lennard Struff is going to the net. Right of his serve. Serve and volley, serve and volley, serve and volley. Again and again and again. Very interesting tactic. And so far, it's paying off. First serve in. Again, Struff going for a serve and volley, but this time he hits the volley wide. Point for Alcaraz. Again, serve and volley. What a tactic from the German. Carlos Alcaraz is getting the taste of his own medicine here. Like your commentary. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Iqbal. Really appreciate it. If you are enjoying the content, please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. Backhand from Carlos. Backhand from Struff goes in. And again, he went to the net. Oops, sorry. It's 40-15. I don't really know how to get that one back, but it's 40-15. Sorry, guys. I gave a point to Alcaraz when I shouldn't. So 40-15 for Jan-Lennard Struff. He's playing amazingly well. And again, first serve hits the net, but he was immediately on his way to the net. Every single point he's going to for serve and volley. This time, second serve, Alcaraz returns to the net. Sorry, no, second serve was wide apparently, double fault. 40-30. Subscribe. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. And who do you think is winning? Iqbal. Who do you think will win this one? So 40-30. Jan-Lennard Struff going for first serve, goes wide. It will be second serve from the German. Again, guys, tell me your predictions in the chat. Second serve from Jan-Lennard Struff. Struff, I think. Yeah, I think, I mean, before this match, I thought Carlos Alcaraz. My prediction was Alcaraz in straight sets, but Struff has been really surprising. And again, second serve, serve and volley, and Alcaraz gets the point. That's deuce. I mean, this is of every single serve. Struff is going immediately to the net. I mean, of the first serve, obviously it's good, because Struff has a very big first serve, over 220 Ks. But of the second serve, I'm not really sure. Again, Alcaraz just getting through him. First serve from Struff goes wide. It will be second serve again. Let's see if he will go to the net immediately. Let's see if he will go to the net immediately again. Second serve goes in. This time he didn't go first serve and volley. Surprisingly, forehand from Alcaraz. And Struff hitting the net. Some problems maybe from Struff here. Advantage Alcaraz. Break point for the defending champion. Break point for Carlitos. Break point for Carlos. Again, guys, if you have any questions about this match, leave them in the chat. Where are you from? Actually from Slovakia. From Central Europe. So yeah. My English probably isn't the best, but I'm trying. I am not native speaker, but I have been learning English for all my life, pretty much. But let's see, this is a very important point. Break point for Carlos. Forehand from Struff. Forehand from Alcaraz. Backhand from Struff. Alcaraz hitting the backhand wide. Just wide, like this. He missed by this much. And Struff getting back to deuce. Back to deuce. Yeah, but he's playing very well. Kudos to Jan-Lennard Struff. Really, he's 33 years old. He didn't win a single title in his career. But in this final against Alcaraz, against arguably the best player right now on the ATP Tour, he's playing some amazing tennis. And what's more, he's serve and volleying of every single serve. Crazy. Your English is pretty clear and easy to understand. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Iqbal. Really appreciate it. But let's concentrate on this point. Forehand from Alcaraz. Backhand from Struff hits the net. Another break point. Another break point for Carlitos. Yeah. It's very interesting, guys. I mean, this match so far, I didn't really see a lot of matches of Jan-Lennard Struff this week, but he's serve and volleying literally of every single serve. He immediately goes to the net, and it doesn't matter if it's first serve or second serve, apparently. So let's see. Breakpoint for Alcaraz. First serve from Struff goes wide. It will be second serve for the German. This game has been going for over 6 minutes right now. Another long game. Double fault. Double fault. Probably feeling some nerves here. Jan-Lennard Struff. Alcaraz breaks for the second time in this match. Yeah, Alcaraz take the serve. 4-3. Carlitos breaking for the second time in this match. And again, probably Jan-Lennard Struff feeling some nerves there and hitting the double fault at the very, very bad moment for the German. Yeah, unfortunate. Unfortunate, as we are back at the sit-down once again. A short pause between the games. Again, guys, if you have any questions, any thoughts on this match, leave them in the chat as always. If you are enjoying the stream, guys, please consider to subscribe. Currently, we are at 106 subscribers. And yeah, let's look at actually their head-to-head. This is pretty interesting, guys. They have played each other 2 times before, and Jan-Lennard Struff has won their only meeting on clay. But it has been 2 years ago when Alcaraz was still only 18 years old. So it has been quite some time ago. And yeah, Alcaraz wasn't nearly as good of a player as he's today 2 years ago. But yeah, Jan-Lennard Struff has been able to defeat Carlos Alcaraz in the round of 32 at Roland Garros 2021. Carlitos getting his revenge last year at Wimbledon when he won in 5 sets. But let's get back to the main scene. And yeah, Carlitos right now on serve. Important game for Carlos. If he holds here, he will be just 1 game away from taking the opening set. But Struff has been very, very good on return so far. So let's see how this game will play out. Carlos Alcaraz on serve. First serve from Carlitos goes in. Backhand from Struff. Forehand from Alcaraz. Backhand from Struff. Forehand from Carlos. Goes in. Forehand from Struff. Forehand from Alcaraz. Backhand from Struff goes wide. This was a bad shot. Bad shot from Jan-Lennard. And it's 15 love for Carlitos. 15 love for Carlos. Juan Carlos Ferrero again supporting Carlitos. He's clapping his hands, bumping his fist. He's always very supportive, Juan Carlos. Obviously, he himself has won the Madrid Open in the past, but it has been quite some time ago when Juan Carlos Ferrero was able to get this title that Carlos Alcaraz is today fighting for. Again, second serve from Carlitos goes wide. That's a double fault. A lot of double faults actually so far today. A lot of double faults. 2 for Alcaraz, 4 for Struff. Christopher Kusakowski. I like your style of commentating. Thank you, Christopher. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. If you are enjoying the stream, please guys make sure to hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Currently we are at 106 subscribers. Great volley from Alcaraz, and Struff just hitting the ball wide. Just overcooking a little bit on this shot. Jan-Lennard Struff, and it's 30-15 for Carlitos. 30-15 for Carlos. Important game. Very important game. Again, guys, tell me your predictions for this match. Christopher, who do you think is winning this one? Tell me in the chat. Carlos, first serve, again, hits the net. It will be second serve from Alcaraz. Second serve from Carlitos. Second serve goes in, backhand from Struff goes wide. Carlos did very well to actually leave that ball. He didn't hit it. He left it and it was wide. So very good eyesight from Carlos Alcaraz on this point. 40-15 for Carlitos. He has 2 game points, 2 opportunities to make it 5-3. First serve goes in, forehand. What a return from Jan-Lennard Struff, and another great forehand. Oh, this was a great point from the German. First, great return, and then what a ground stroke. What a forehand. Right into the corner. Alcaraz went the other way, and Struff getting a point. Actually, the winner's speed was 143 kilometers per hour. Great forehand from Struff. Another game point for Alcaraz, and that's a great first serve. That's a good first serve from Carlitos. Right to the body. Struff was unable to return it. 5-3. Carlos Alcaraz just 1 game away from winning the opening set. And again, we have some big football names in the stands. João Felix and actually there is also Sergio Reguilon, the 2 very well-known football players there. Jan-Lennard Struff on serve. First serve goes wide, it will be second serve. Carlos, so Christopher, you think Carlitos is winning this one? Okay, thanks for your content, man. I don't know why tennis is so ignored sports. Yeah, I mean, thank you, man, for your kind words. But yeah, I mean, tennis, I think, deserves to have a lot more spectators. Again, yeah, I mean, but it is what it is. Again, maybe in the future, if we'll have some big names once again, I don't know. But yeah, it seems like soccer is obviously the most popular sport in the United States. You have American football, etc., etc. So yeah, it's tough for tennis, but I think it's the most popular individual sport. I think. 15 love for Carlos Alcaraz. Sorry, yeah, on the serve of Jan-Lennard Struff. Forehand from Struff. Forehand from Alcaraz, and that's a volley winner from the German. So Struff getting the point, 15-all. 15-all, Struff needs to hold here, and then he needs to break Carlos. There is no other way for the German, in this opening set. He needs to win the next 2 games. First serve from Struff. That's a great first serve. Great first serve from the German. 30-15. Great first serve. I hope. Yes, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's... If tennis will get more popular in the future. Hopefully, yes. But yeah, it's tough to say. It's tough to say. But it's a great sport. I mean, it really is. Second serve from Struff goes in. Backhand from Carlitos. Forehand from Struff. Backhand from Carlos. Backhand from Struff. A drop shot from Carlos. Struff gets to it. Forehand from Carlitos. Backhand from Struff. Backhand from Carlos. Forehand lob from Struff. And that's a great point. Even Carlos Alcaraz had to applaud his opponent. What a shot. What a shot from the German. Great point. Usually, actually, Carlos is the one winning these kind of points. But Jan-Lennard Struff was able to hit amazing forehand lob over the head of Carlos Alcaraz. And even Carlos Alcaraz enjoyed this point. Even though he was on the losing side, but he had to applaud his opponent. Great point from Struff. Great point from Jan-Lennard. 40-15, first serve goes wide. It will be second serve from Struff. Second serve from Struff goes in. Backhand from Carlos. Backhand from Struff. Backhand from Carlos goes wide. That's a game for Jan-Lennard. 5-4. Again, we are heading for the sit down. A short break for both players to catch their breath. But it's 5-4 for Carlos Alcaraz, and in just a couple of minutes, Alcaraz will be serving for the opening set. But actually, Struff has shown us so far in this final that he could really pose a lot of trouble for Carlitos. Really pose a lot of trouble. Let's look at race to Turin, guys, in this short break. As you can see, Carlos Alcaraz on the spot number 2. He's trying to catch Daniil Medvedev. Actually, if Carlos will be able to win today against Struff, he will move 1 place up and he will be the number 1 in this race to Turin. So yeah, he will actually have 3,410 points if he will win today against Jan-Lennard. So let's see what happens next. Obviously, Novak Djokovic withdrawing from Madrid. So he has dropped 1 place and he should be playing in Rome. So after very, very long time, hopefully Rome will be the tournament where we finally see again Carlos Alcaraz and Novak Djokovic in the same draw. Hopefully. The last time I think Carlos Alcaraz and Novak Djokovic were in the same draw, I do believe it was in Paris-Bercy last year. So it has been quite some time. Has been quite some time since they were in the same draw. So Carlos Alcaraz ready to serve for the opening set. 5-4. Alcaraz serving to take the set number 1. First serve from Carlos goes wide. It will be second serve from Alcaraz. Struff needs to break here. There is no other way. Struff just needs a break here. Second serve goes in. Backhand from Struff. Forehand from Alcaraz. That was a bad forehand. Love 15. Bad forehand from Carlitos. Goes wide. Love 15. Actually, Carlos already with 7 forehand unforced errors. That's pretty lot. Obviously, he could hit a lot of winners of that forehand win, but... First serve from Carlitos goes in. Backhand from Struff. Backhand from Carlos. Backhand from Struff. Forehand from Carlos. Oh, again. Yeah, Iqbal. Very bad miss from Carlitos. Again, very bad forehand miss. And Carlos is getting himself into some trouble here. He's getting himself into some trouble. He's trying to serve this first set out. He's trying to win the first set, but so far he's He's making a lot of unforced errors in this game. Love 30. He needs a first serve here. He needs a first serve. First serve goes in. Backhand from Struff. Backhand from Alcaraz. Forehand from Struff. Forehand from Carlitos. Backhand from Struff. Backhand from Carlos. Goes wide, I think. Yeah, it seems like it went wide. Yes, Iqbal, it seems like he will be broken again. Very unorthodox from Carlitos here. He's usually the player who... Actually, he has been so far this week. Really good player. Really, he played really well under pressure. But so far today, not so much. Not so much. So Jan-Lennard Struff with 3 break points. Good first serve from Carlitos. Struff hitting the return wide. Houston, Carlitos in problema. Agustin, I mean, yes, kind of, but he's still up 5 games to 4, so really I wouldn't say he should be panicking a whole lot right now. He has saved the first break point, but Struff has 2 more. So let's see if he will be able to convert them. First serve from Carlos goes in. Again, great first serve. 2 great first serve from Carlitos. And he has saved the first 2 break points. But still, the break point number 3 for Struff. Break point number 3. Let's see what happens here. Break point number 3. Carlos Alcaraz will be hoping for another big first serve. First serve again. I think goes in. No. It was called wide, but Alcaraz is challenging the call. So let's see. Let's see what will the Hawkeye say about this one. It was wide. Out. Yes, it was out. So second serve from Carlitos. Second serve from Carlos. Goes in. Backhand from Struff. Backhand from Carlos. Forehand from Struff. Drop shot from Carlitos. Backhand from Struff. Forehand lob from Carlos. Goes in. What a point. What a point from Carlos. Amazing. Once again, Carlos Alcaraz comes up with magic when he's down, when he's tested. And again, what a shot. What a lob from Carlos Alcaraz to win this point. Absolutely amazing. I don't know what to say, guys. I mean, I thought it would be break, like Iqbal has written, he will gonna break now. But yeah, Carlos Alcaraz saving 3 break points in a row. You place bet on Carlos? I mean, I spent some money on Struff. I don't know, like Struff was playing very well at the beginning of this match, but right now, I don't know, like, especially after this last point, and Struff hitting the net, advantage for Carlitos. Set point for Alcaraz. Amazing again. Yeah, it's a set point for Carlos. He has won 4 points in a row. Amazing. What a player he is. Absolutely amazing. Set point for Carlitos. He was down love 40 in this game, and he came up with 2 big first serves and then an amazing lob. Forehand from Carlos. He went to the net, and it's a winner. It's a win for Carlitos. 6 games to 4. He wins the first set. Juan Carlos Ferrero pointing to the head. Struff was playing amazingly well in this set, but again, this shows you how good of a player Carlos Alcaraz is. He takes the opening set 6 games to 4. He's at the top. He leads this final. Again, all the credit to Jan-Lennard Struff. He played well, but he was the second best player in this opening set. Let's look at the statistics. 6 winners for Carlos Alcaraz, 12 unforced errors, 10 winners for Jan-Lennard, Struff, 12 unforced errors. Actually, both of the players have won exactly the same amount of points. 35 points for Struff, 35 points for Alcaraz. Alcaraz just won the more important points. That's what matters for Carlitos. He would win second. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happens next, but Carlos, yeah, he has been very, very good again in this opening set, in this final. Look at my predictions, guys. I predicted even before this tournament, I made a video like Mutua Madrid Open prediction, and I predicted Carlos to win. Even today, I predicted Carlitos to win this one in straight sets. But I have said that it will not be easy, that it will be a tough battle against Struff, and so far that has been the case. It has been really tough battle. It's very, very close. As I have said, both of the players have won the exactly same amount of points. The only difference is that Carlitos is winning the more important ones. And at the end, that's what matters the most. So again, guys, if you have any questions, any thoughts on this one, leave them in the chat as always. And please, guys, if you are enjoying the show, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Currently, we are at 106 subscribers. So I appreciate every single one of you. As we are getting ready for the set number 2, Jan-Lennard Struff will start us off. Carlos gonna win, I know, but I don't know, this time my mind goes for Struff. It's hard to win against Carlos for every player. Yes, I mean, it's right now, I would say it's hard to win against Carlos for, yeah, any player. That's for sure. But Struff is having some amazing tournament. Again, I would love to see him win that title. It would be absolutely amazing story. Like from Hollywood, actually. Story from Hollywood. If Struff, as a lucky loser, will be able to win this tournament. But he has lost the first set, and that could hurt. And right now, let's see what he does in this opening service game in the set number 2. Second serve from Struff, and Alcaraz hitting the ball wide. That goes wide. 15 love for Struff. 15 love for the German. Yeah, that could hurt. Yeah, I mean this first game of the set number 2 is absolutely vital for Struff. He needs to hold here. If he gets broken here, that would be a big problem. Backhand from Struff, forehand from Carlos, forehand winner. Great forehand from Carlitos, that's what I'm talking about. 15 all. Struff needs to hold here. Really needs to hold here. There's no other way. So 15 all. Struff serving, he needs those first serves. First serve goes wide. Again, 3 serves so far in this game, and all of the 3 first serves he has missed. Second serve goes in, forehand from Carlos, forehand from Struff goes wide. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem for the German. If he's not hitting those big first serves, then there are some problems for him on his own serve. It's as simple as that. You stream all matches or only 10 players? What do you mean, like top 10 players? Yeah, I mean, I try to stream the most important ones, especially when I have time. So yeah, but I enjoy streaming a lot. So hopefully, guys, you enjoyed it. You enjoy it as well. Yes, top 10. I mean, I stream when I have time. That's the most important thing, because I really don't have much time usually. But when I have time, I try to stream all of the matches that are going on. So yeah, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the future streams, hopefully. And we can talk about the tennis on these streams. That's the most important thing for me. So 30 all. Struff actually winning this point, so it's 30 all. And again, he has missed the first serve. Second serve goes in. Forehand from Carlos. Again, Struff going for a serve and volley. Forehand from Carlitos. And Struff, I don't know how he got to that ball, but he has won the point. 40-30. Again, guys, I mean, absolutely insane. Struff hitting second serve. I think it was like 160k or something like that. And he went to the net for serve and volley. Crazy guy. Crazy guy. But he won the point at the end. To have the courage, to have the guts, to go for a serve and volley against Carlos Alcaraz off the second serve, I mean, that's pretty special. And in the meantime, great strike from Jan-Lennard Struff. He gets the opening game of the set number 2. This is very important game. Struff gets the hold. He's up 1 game to love. 1 game to love for Jan-Lennard Struff. Alcaraz right now will be under some pressure here to hold his serve. So let's see what happens next. Let's see what happens next. Alcaraz on serve right now. Jan-Lennard Struff starting us off in this second set with a good hold. With a good hold, it wasn't easy. It was like the 40-30. Eventually Struff got the hold. Right now it's the turn for Carlos Alcaraz. So Alcaraz serving. First serve goes in. Backhand from Struff. Forehand from Carlos. Backhand from Struff. Forehand from Alcaraz. Great forehand winner. That's a great strike. Great strike from Carlitos. Really enjoying it. I will tell my friends for subscribe your channel for your work. We all play live bets, so we need live commentary. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Iqbal. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate your kind words. Backhand from Carlos goes wide. Good point. Good point from Struff. Good point from Struff. 15-all. 15-all. Alcaraz again serving. First serve goes in. Forehand from Struff. Goes in. Forehand from Carlos. Backhand from Struff. Forehand from Carlitos goes wide. Again, he has overcooked this one. He has overcooked this one. 15-30. 15-30. Some problems maybe for Carlitos again on serve. But this has been just unforced errors. That's the problem. For Carlos today, his forehand is not working. 5 winners of forehand wing for Carlos. 10 unforced errors. That's not good. That's not good for Alcaraz by any means. 5 winners of forehand. 10 unforced errors. That's very bad statistic for Carlitos. Backhand from Struff. What a return. 15-40. What a return from the German. Great return. Great return, and Alcaraz is facing 2 break points on his own serve. Struff is trying to make it 2 games to love. And again, he has come, when he was 1 set down, he has come back in some matches this week. So maybe he will try to do something similar today against Carlitos in the final. First serve from Alcaraz goes wide. It will be second serve for Carlitos. Second serve goes in. Forehand from Jan. Again, forehand from Struff. Backhand from Carlos. And that's a volley winner. Yes. He will win at least this set. I mean, it looks like it. Good volley winner from Jan-Lennard Struff. He went to the net. He has made a pretty easy volley. And it was a good volley. Alcaraz wasn't able to get to that ball. Jan-Lennard Struff gets the break, and for the first time in this match, he is leading with a break. 2 games to love. Right now he needs to back up the break. He needs to hold his serve here. Needs to hold his serve here. First serve goes in. Very good first serve from Jan-Lennard Struff. 15 love. Again, the first serve is just key. The first serve is just absolutely the most important part of the game for Jan-Lennard Struff. He needs to hit them. That's the most important thing. And again, great point. 30 love. 107 subscribers. Thank you guys. Really appreciate it. So, Struff serving. 30 love. Goes in. Backhand from Carlitos hits the net again. First serve from Struff. As easy as that. 213 kilometers. Right on the line. Last 11 points. Of the last 11 points, Struff has won 10. That's an amazing statistic. Carlos Alcaraz winning only 1 point off of the last 11. Struff really dominating the game right now. Forehand from Struff, forehand from Alcaraz. Forehand from Struff goes wide. 40-15. That's wide from Jan-Lennard. So 40-15 for the German. First serve goes in. Forehand from Carlitos hits the net. Just like that. 3 games to love. Great start to the set number 2 from Jan-Lennard Struff. Just like that, he's up. 3 games to love. Good stuff. Good stuff from the German. Good stuff from Jan-Lennard Struff. What do you think, guys, so far of the match? Tell me in the comments. What do you think? 16 viewers right now. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. What do you think of the match so far? Who do you think is winning it? Alcaraz obviously taking the first set, 6 games to 4. It was very tight. Jan-Lennard Struff, on the other hand, playing very well at the beginning of the second one. And he has gained the lead. 3 games to love. So yeah. So far, so good for Struff in the set number 2. I mean, after the first set, I thought like Struff probably will get nervous. There will be some nerves probably, you know, and that Alcaraz will probably be able to take the second set quite comfortably, but that hasn't been the case so far. It really hasn't been the case so far. Alcaraz struggling in the set number 2. Right now he gets the new balls. Let's see how well can he play with them. Like, this is the must-hold situation for Carlitos here. If he wants to stay in this set, he needs to hold here. There is no other way around. So, Alcaraz on serve. First serve hits the net. It will be second serve from Carlitos. Second serve from Alcaraz hits the net. So he was pretty lucky to actually go to get the let court. Let call. So second serve this time goes in, and Struff hitting the forehand wide. Sorry, it's only 15 love. But I can't really erase that. So it's 15 love, guys. Okay, not 30 love, but we cannot get the point back. So it's 15 love for Carlos. Maybe it will be 30 love as well. Let's see what happens in this next point. First serve comes wide from Carlitos. So it will be second serve from the Spaniard, from the young Spanish phenomenon. Second serve goes wide. 15 all. 15 all. I know I have 30-15, guys, but right now it's 15 all. I just cannot erase that point that I unintentionally gave to Carlitos. So it's 15-all. Alcaraz on serve. He really needs to hold here. Really needs to hold. He's already down love 3 or 3 games to love, so he really cannot afford to go down 4 games to love. Okay, right now good first serve from Alcaraz. So right now it's 30-15. Right now it's official. It's 30-15. Carlos again serving. Great first serve from Carlitos. Struff returns, and that's wide. That's wide from Carlitos. Very bad point. I mean, he was at the top of the rally. Great first serve from Carlitos. He got a good shot. He got a good look. But that forehand was very unfortunate. Went wide. Not good. Not a good forehand from Carlitos. Agustin, the prediction. Yeah, I mean, I predicted Carlos to win this one in straight sets. So probably I was wrong. Forehand from Alcaraz. Backhand from Struff. Forehand from Carlos, backhand from Struff. Again, forehand from Carlos, forehand from Struff. Forehand from Carlos, forehand from Struff. Alcaraz going to the net, and that's a winner from Carlitos off the backhand wing. 40-30 for Alcaraz. 40-30 for the Spaniard. Again, guys, tell me your predictions. Right now we have 20 viewers. So guys, tell me in the chat, who do you think is winning this one? Who do you think is getting the crown in the Spanish capital this year? Will Carlos Alcaraz be able to defend this title? Or will it be the lucky loser, Jan-Lennard Struff? Great serve from Carlitos. And a great point as well. And he gets the very important hold. 3-1 for Struff. Carlos Alcaraz holds. Right now it's back to Jan-Lennard. I am giving you one more subscriber in 2 minutes. Thank you very much, Iqbal. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. 108 subscribers. Thank you, guys. So, Jan-Lennard Struff serving. First serve goes wide. It will be second serve from Struff. Very important game again. Very important game for Jan-Lennard. Every game right now is super important. Second serve from Struff and Alcaraz hitting the net. 15 love. 15 love. I need to... Yeah, thank you, Iqbal. Thank you very much. I need to turn on the light in just a few minutes because it's getting pretty dark here. In my town, forehand from Jan-Lennard Struff, and Alcaraz again wasn't able to get to it. Good point from Struff yet again. He's on his way to make it 4-1. Jan-Lennard Struff on his way to make it 4-1. First serve goes wide. It will be second serve from the German yet again. Second serve from Struff goes in. And again, he's trying to go for a serve and volley, but what a hit. What a shot from Carlitos. Again, off the second serve, Jan-Lennard Struff trying to go for a serve and volley wasn't really a great idea. And Carlos Alcaraz was able to hit a magnificent pass. Struff going to the net immediately off his second serve, but it wasn't really a good second serve. And Carlos Alcaraz taking full advantage of that. 30-15 still for Jan-Lennard Struff. First serve from Struff goes in. Again he tries... Oh, goes wide, sorry. And immediately he again went for the serve and volley. So, 30-15, second serve from Struff. Second serve... goes in, but Carlos Alcaraz is challenging it, I think. Okay, so again, it will be repeated second serve. I think it probably hit the net. This time second serve goes in. Forehand from Carlos. Forehand from Struff goes wide. Yeah, this wasn't a good shot from the German. Wasn't a good shot from Jan-Lennard Struff. 109 subscribers. Thank you guys, really appreciate it. So, 30 all. Very important game. Very important point right now. First serve from Struff goes wide. Again, he went for the serve and volley, immediately sprinting to the net after he hit that first serve, but it was wide. So second serve from Struff. Second serve goes in. Forehand from Carlitos. Forehand from Jan-Lennard. Struff goes wide. Break point for Carlos. Break point for Carlitos. Break point for Carlitos here. What can he do here? Carlos Alcaraz. 30-40. Jan-Lennard. Struff needs a first serve here. He really needs a first serve here. Will he be able to get it? He's taking his time before this serve. Very important. Very important moment. First serve goes wide. Maybe some problem for Jan-Lennard. Struff. It will be second serve. He has hit some bad double faults on a break point down this match. This time he hits the second serve in. Backhand from Struff. Backhand from Carlos, but Carlos is in the rally. That's not good from Struff. Backhand from Struff. Backhand from Carlitos. Backhand from Struff. Backhand from Alcaraz. This is the battle of the backhands. And Carlos Alcaraz eventually hitting the ball wide, but he will challenge it. So let's see. It was very close. Let's see if it was out or if it was a bad call from the line judge. No, it was wide. It was wide. So Alcaraz was in the rally. He got all he wanted, but eventually he has hit the ball wide. And thank you guys, 111 subscribers, really appreciate it. Thank you guys. So, first serve from Struff goes wide. Second serve from the German. Second serve goes in. Forehand from Carlitos. Forehand from Struff. Backhand from Alcaraz. Forehand from Struff. Cross-court backhand from Alcaraz. Backhand from Struff goes wide. Alcaraz will get his second chance. Alcaraz will get a second look at the break point in this game. Advantage Carlitos. Advantage Carlos Alcaraz. Second break point. Carlos Alcaraz is trying to get us back on serve in the set number 2. Yeah, thank you very much, 112. Yeah, Iqbal, really appreciate it. Oh, Alcaraz is disappointed. That was a bad second serve from Struff, but Alcaraz hitting the net. He overcooked this one, and we are back at deuce. Bad shot from Carlitos. He immediately noticed it. He threw his racket in the air, and he was clearly frustrated. Jan-Lennard Struff serving again. Back at deuce. This is turning out to be a super, super important game. First serve from Struff again goes wide. He's struggling to hit a first serve in this game, Struff, so far. Second serve goes in, and again, bad miss. Bad miss from Carlitos. Advantage for Struff. If he will be able to hold here, this could be super important. A big booster of confidence for the German if he will be able to hold here, saving 2 break points. This could be very important. First serve goes in from Struff. Forehand from Carlitos, forehand from the German, forehand from Carlos, forehand from Struff. Carlos going for a backhand. Backhand from Struff goes wide. Back at deuce. Carlos Alcaraz is saying, not that quickly, my friend. Back at deuce. Back at deuce. Good point from Carlitos. Good point from Carlos. 40 all. This game has been going for over 8 minutes right now. Forehand from Carlos. Struff going for a serve and volley. He hit this one in. Carlos hitting the lob, but it goes wide. Advantage for Struff again. Advantage for the German. Good point construction. Again, he went for the serve and volley, and it paid off. So far, this tactic for Jan-Lennard, Struff going for a serve and volley, it's paying him off. Again, Struff serving. Advantage. First serve goes in. Backhand from Alcaraz. Forehand from Struff. Forehand from Alcaraz. Struff going for a volley, but it goes wide. Back at deuce. Back at deuce again. Good point. Struff was quick to the net. It was relatively easy volley, but Struff wasn't able to finish the rally, and he eventually hit the ball wide. So it is deuce. For the 4th time in this game, we are back at deuce. Struff serving. First serve goes in. Backhand from Kalitos. And Struff hitting magnificent volley. What a volley from Struff. Great play. Kalitos getting a great return, but Struff on a great stretch, full stretch, and hitting amazing volley. Advantage for the German yet again. Opportunity to make it 4-1 in the set number 2. Struff serving. First serve goes in. Backhand from Kalitos. Struff again going for a volley. Forehand from Carlos. And Struff this time hitting the volley to the net. Carlos Alcaraz gets us back to deuce. Amazing game. Super important game, and it goes on and on. We have been in this game for over 10 minutes right now. This could be the most important game of the whole match easily. If Struff will be able to hold here, he will be up 4-1. If Alcaraz, however, will be able to get a break, we will be back on serve, and Alcaraz will have a huge mental boost. He will have a huge mental confidence. Again, Alcaraz going for a lob, and Struff hitting the overhead wide. Great point from Kalitos. Again, using that lob, and the Spanish fans are roaring inside Manolo Santana Stadium. Of course, they are supporting their home favorite. They are supporting the Spanish phenomenon. Struff again, serving. He needs to win this point, or we will be back on serve. Struff serving. Alcaraz with a break point yet again. First serve from Struff goes in. He again goes for a serve and volley. Alcaraz with a backhand volley from Struff, and it's a winner for Jan-Lennard. What a long game. What a long game this is turning out to be. For the 6th time in this game, we are at deuce. Struff again coming to the net. A lot of courage from the German, and eventually he was able to win the point. Deuce. Struff serving yet again. First serve goes in, but it was called let. So it will be a repeated first serve from Jan-Lennard Struff. First serve from Struff goes in. Backhand, or goes wide. Sorry, goes wide. Wide, so it will be second serve from the German here. Second serve from Struff goes in. Forehand from Kalitos. Backhand from Struff. Forehand from Alcaraz. Forehand from Struff. Forehand from Kalitos. Forehand from Struff goes wide. Another break point. Another break point for Kalitos. He will just not back down in this game. Thank you guys, 113 subscribers, really appreciate it. Carlos Alcaraz just refuses to back down in this game, and he gets yet another break point. This game has been going for over 12 minutes. Struff again serving, first serve. It will be challenged. No, I think it went wide. So it will be second serve from Struff. Second serve from the German. Alcaraz hitting the forehand. Backhand from Struff. Backhand from Alcaraz goes wide. Goes wide. Yeah, disappointed look on the face of Carlos Alcaraz. We are back at deuce. He was really in this rally, but eventually he has hit the ball wide. It wasn't a good shot from Alcaraz. My real name is actually Paul. Forehand from Alcaraz and Struff hitting the ball wide again. Advantage for Carlitos. Advantage for Carlitos. Yeah, I mean, break point number 5. Struff just really not happy with himself. Just, yeah. He will be hoping he can win once again this point. First serve goes in. Forehand from Carlitos. Forehand from Struff. Backhand from Alcaraz hits the net. Back at deuce. Yes, actually, Paul Phoenix. Yes. So, points played on serve. 40 Alcaraz, 30 Struff in the set number 1. In the set number 2, it's completely the opposite. Struff is playing a lot of points on his own serve. Carlos Alcaraz not so much. And again, Struff with his second serve. Forehand from Carlitos goes wide. Disappointing miss yet again from the Spaniard. Advantage Struff. I don't know how long this game is gonna be, guys, but it's pretty crazy. It's turning into a pretty crazy game, this one. Advantage for Jan-Lennard Struff. This game has been going for 15 minutes. Can he finally finish it? Great first serve from Struff. Struff going for a volley. Alcaraz with a forehand and Struff with a volley winner. He gets this game some way, somehow. Jan-Lennard Struff gets this absolutely ridiculous game into his pocket. 4-1. Struff leads by a break. And yeah, he's on his way right now, it seems, to win the set number 2. Alcaraz will be hoping he can hold next, but it won't be easy against Jan-Lennard Struff. The German has been playing some amazing tennis so far this afternoon or this evening in Madrid. Actually, guys, I just need to turn on the lights. I will be back in just a second. So the lights are back on, guys. Super important game, over 15 minutes long, and it's Jan-Lennard Struff who gets a very important game under his belt. Yeah, I mean, it was a super important game. Again, guys, you can share your thoughts in the chat. What do you think about this match so far? Has been a good one from Jan-Lennard Struff, certainly has. It's his, I don't know if it's his first ATP Tour final. He hasn't won a single title on the ATP Tour so far, and he's 33 years old already. So obviously it's a very, very important match for him. It's Masters 1000 final as well. So let's see what he can do. Daniel GM, this is the best tennis podcast. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the kind words. Alcaraz serving 4-1 for Jan-Lennard Struff. Great first serve from Carlitos. That's what he needs right now. Those first serves are absolutely vital for Carlos Alcaraz. Bjorn Borg, the tennis legend, is in the crowd as well. told you at least this set. Yeah, at least this set, I think Jan-Lennard Struff should be able to win this one. The third set will be interesting, though. The third set, if we'll get to it, it will be interesting. But against who was Carlos playing like? I think it was against... Actually, let me see his past matches. Alcaraz path. Yeah, I think it was against Khachanov, right? He was down like 1-5 or 2-5, and he was able to come back magnificently eventually to win that second set 7-5. So actually it might be the same this match, you know, against Khachanov in the quarterfinals. It seemed like Karen would win pretty easily the set number 2, but then Carlos Alcaraz was able to come back magnificently. So let's see what happens in this one. Khachanov is match fixer, Bublik 2. Well, I don't know about that. In the meantime, great shot from Jan-Lennard Struff. He has actually won 2 points in a row. So Alcaraz is down 15-30. Carlitos again. Serving. First serve. Goes in. Struff returns. Forehand from Carlos. Struff hitting the backhand wide. 30 all. Good point. Good point from Carlitos. Of that forehand win. He hit that forehand with authority, with a lot of pace. Eventually Struff was unable to get it back. 30 all. Serve from Carlos. What a return. Guys, there's nothing more to be said. Hats off to Jan-Lennard Struff for this return. That was a ripper. Carlos Alcaraz didn't even had a chance to look at that ball. It was lightning quick from Jan-Lennard Struff. Really well played. Break point for Struff here. First serve from Alcaraz. Again. Deuce. Oh, sorry guys. How do I go back? Back. No. We have a problem here. We have a problem. We must get it back. Okay, it will take some time, but we'll get back to the current score. In the meantime, Struff with a forehand. Great forehand from Alcaraz. Struff returns. Great forehand from Carlitos again. And Struff hitting the net. Great stuff from Carlos. Sorry guys for the problems with the scoreboard. Sometimes happens when you get the wrong score. So what was the first set? First set was 6-4 for Carlitos. Let's get this back quickly. 6-4. And right now it's 4-1 for Jan-Lennard Struff. In the meantime, Struff hits the ball wide, so Carlos Alcaraz eventually holds. A very important hold for Carlitos. Very important hold for Alcaraz. Oh, 2-4. Yeah, right click for going back point. Yeah, I will try it next time. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, let me try it right now if it will work. I will try it in the next game, okay? But hopefully right now we should be good again. Alcaraz leading 1-0 and Struff is up. Right now it's 15-0 on his own serve. Yeah, 15-0. First serve from Struff goes in. Carlos returns wide. 30-0. Let me try this if it will work. No, it doesn't work actually. It doesn't work. Right click for going back point doesn't work. Iqbal. So that's not working. So it's 30-15. 30-15, not 40-15, but Hopefully Struff will win the next point so we get right the score. Yeah, he does. Great first serve from the German. Alcaraz unable to return it. 40-15 for Jan-Lennard. He's trying to make it 5 games to 2. Thank you guys, 115 subscribers. Struff serving. First serve goes wide. Will be second serve from Jan-Lennard. Second serve goes in. And Alcaraz hitting the net. 5 games to 2. Struff bumping his fist. 5 games to 2. And that's that. Struff is on his way to win this second set. Alcaraz is in some trouble here. What do you think, guys? Who is winning this set number 2? Right now it looks like it will be Jan-Lennard Struff who will win this one. Nice final. Yeah, I mean it's really nice. It's really competitive. Actually, if some people thought it will be one-sided in favor of Carlos Alcaraz, so far it's not happening. It's really competitive. Really competitive so far. So that's good. That's always nice when it's not like one-sided. And it looks like we'll get a free setter. And I don't know who I'm backing right now to win this one. I really don't know. Because Alcaraz obviously has been playing well, but Struff, especially in this second set, has been able really to up his game and to get back into this one. So yeah, I don't know who's winning this one right now. I really don't know. If I had to bet, I will probably bet on Carlos still, that he will be able to come back in the set number 3, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure right now. I am not sure anymore. So Jan-Lennard Struff ready to go. Carlos Alcaraz still sitting on his chair, but right now he's running back to his end and he will be serving to stay in the set number 2. So Carlos Alcaraz serving to stay in the set number 2. If Struff serves well, he will easily win this set. Yeah, I mean, I think, Daniel, that's right. I mean, I think he will easily win this set. The problem is what happens in the set number 3. That's what I do not know. I think he will win this set. I think that's pretty clear right now. If Struff wins, I will give you 20 subs. Yeah. Thank you, Iqbal. Really appreciate that proposal. But so I don't know right now if I should be cheering for Alcaraz because I predicted him to win this one, or if I should be cheering for Struff so I get 20 subscribers. Okay, Alcaraz is challenging the call. It's Alcaraz actually on serve. But I cannot change it right now, it seems like. So we'll go without marking the serve. Okay, so it's Alcaraz on serve. Carlitos serving, he's up 30 love. And again, great first serve, 40 love. It seems like this will be an easy hold for Carlos. Seems like this will be an easy hold for Carlitos, but still, Struff has everything in his hands in the set number 2. He has everything in his hands. First serve from Carlitos, goes in, backhand from Struff, hits the net. Just like that. Just like that. 5 games to 3, that's how you do it. But it's right now, it's Jan-Lennard Struff on serve. And it all comes down to this. Can Jan-Lennard Struff hold his nerves and hold his serve? And can he win the set number 2? Can he take us the distance to 3 sets? First serve from Struff goes in again. He goes for a serve and volley. Forehand from Carlitos goes wide. I think Carlos is intimidated by this serve and volley that Jan-Lennard Struff is constantly putting up. He's just constantly serving and then going to the net. That has been his tactic basically for all of this match. First serve from Struff hits the net. It will be second serve from the German right now. Second serve from Struff goes in. Forehand from Carlitos. Backhand from Struff hits the net. Maybe some opening for Alcaraz here in this game on the serve of Jan-Lennard. Carlos knows Struff is problemo. Yeah, I mean, I think Carlos is well aware that right now Struff is posing a lot of danger to him. But Alcaraz still has not given up. He will not give up. He will not back down. And what a forehand winner this is. What a forehand winner from Alcaraz. 30-15 just like that. 30-15, or sorry, 15-30, because Jan-Lennard Struff is on serve. 15-30. And yeah, let's see what Struff comes up with here. Because he has shown some nerves in this match already. Some bad double faults. This time he hits a good first serve. Forehand from Struff, backhand from Carlos. Backhand from Struff, forehand from Carlitos. Forehand from Struff, backhand from Carlos. Hits the net. Bad miss. Bad miss from Carlitos. Forehand to the net. Yeah, he's clearly disappointed. He knew, or he knows, that he had a chance to win this point. But he didn't. 30 all. First serve from Struff, and that's an ace. What a time to come up with an ace and to give Jan-Lennard Struff a set point. Set point for the German to make it 1 set all. First serve goes in. Backhand from Carlitos. What a, again, serve and volley. It's there. 6-3. 1 set all. We are heading for a decider, guys. What a volley from Jan-Lennard Struff off this point. Really amazing. It reminded me actually of Carlos. What he does on these big points. It seems that Carlos looks exhausted. I don't know, Daniel. I don't know. Because look at their past matches, right? It seems like if somebody should be exhausted, it should be Jan-Lennard Struff. Look at his path to the final, right? All the 3 setters against Shelton, Lajovic, Kachin, Tsitsipas, Karatsev. And actually he played also 2 matches in the qualification. Whereas Alcaraz, apart from the first match, he has won all of the others in straight sets. And again, he didn't play a round of 128, which Struff did. So when you look at the amount of tennis both of them have played in the past 2 weeks, Struff is clearly the one who has played a lot more tennis than Carlos Alcaraz. So if somebody should be exhausted before the set number 3, it probably should be Struff and not Carlitos. But again, we should see. Obviously, there is a lot of thrill right now going through the veins of Jan-Lennard Struff. A lot of adrenaline. Of course, he didn't win a single title in his career so far, right? So yeah. He's not exhausted. We have fear because he know game plan of Jan. Yes, you are right, but Struff has nothing to lose too. This third set has so much expectation. Yeah, guys, I mean, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one, that is for sure. Struff has nothing to lose. That's true. But, I mean, on the other hand, Carlos has already won 9 titles in his career. When you look at him, right? 9 titles. This year he has won Indian Wells, Barcelona, Buenos Aires. Whereas for Struff, this is a pretty big occasion, right? He's 33 years old. He didn't win a single title in his career. So maybe some nerves also for the German. Who knows? Who knows? But that also might play some role, right? Okay, so it's either Carlos Alcaraz will today win his 10th title, or Jan-Lennard Struff will win his first. So, we are starting the set number 3, the deciding set. Great first serve from Carlitos. Jan-Lennard Struff hitting the ball wide. 15 love for Alcaraz. Alcaraz needs to hold here. Alcaraz really needs to hold here. To put some pressure then back on the shoulders of Jan-Lennard. Backhand from Carlitos, forehand from Struff. Forehand from Alcaraz, forehand from Struff. Backhand from Alcaraz, forehand from Struff goes wide. 30 love. 30 love. So far, so good from Carlitos. So far, so good from the Spanish superstar. Dirty love for Alcaraz. First serve goes wide or in? Struff pointing out to the mark. He has challenged it. I think it wasn't just wide. Alcaraz has advantage in the last set as he's serving first. Yeah, I mean, that's true also, Daniel. That's true. Out. Very nearly, but it has missed. It has missed, so it will be second serve for Carlos. You are right, Daniel. I think you're all right. That also plays a role, that's for sure. What a return. Second serve again, not good enough. Second serve not good enough from Carlos. And Struff eventually hitting the ball wide. Struff eventually hitting the ball wide. First serve from Carlitos, this time goes in. Forehand from Struff. Forehand from Carlos. Goes wide. That goes wide from Carlitos. And Struff gets the point. Struff gets the point. This is turning out to be a pretty important game. It's not very good for goes first for serve. Iqbal, listen, like, if players these days, if they win a coin toss, for the most part, they choose to receive first. But I think in the final set, I think it's better to serve first. But again, it's very you can argue about this all day long. Good point from Alcaraz. Struff hitting the ball wide. 40-30 for Carlitos. Yeah, I mean, because players usually like to receive. That's what I'm talking about. If the player wins a coin toss, usually these days they elect to receive first. But in the deciding set, I think it's good to actually serve first. Obviously, if you can hold, that's the most important thing. But if you can hold, you are always putting that pressure on the server. Then on this player that is serving after you, right? Alcaraz with a great serve. Struff hitting the ball wide. 1 game to love. You see, if all of both Alcaraz and Struff will hold their serve, then Alcaraz will be up 5 games to 4, right? And then Struff will be serving, and if he will have this pressure, because if he will lose his service game, it will be all over. And then if he holds, it will be 5-5. Alcaraz holds 6-5, and then again Struff will be under pressure because he will be down 6 games to 5, and if he won't hold, he will lose, right? So there is this also mental, I think, actually advantage for the server, for Carlos in this case. Obviously, if he will hold. And this goes wide. It was very close, but eventually the ball goes wide. I thought it was actually in from Carlos here, but yeah. Yeah. Goes wide. First serve from Struff. Wide. It will be second serve from Jan-Lennard. Second serve from the German. Goes in, forehand from Carlos. Again, white. These are easy points. Easy points that Carlos Alcaraz is just, you know, handling over to Jan-Lennard Struff. Two bad misses from Carlitos. First serve from Struff. This was way wide. It will be second serve from the German. Second serve from the German goes in. Forehand from Carlitos. And oh. Again, I just hit on a very game. Okay, so I hit it before, but yeah, it's one game all, it seems like. Okay, my bad. And again, second serve, yeah, no problem. Fortunately, Struff was able to win this one because I have updated the score way too early, unintentionally. Just 8 minutes into the set number 3. Both of the players have held their serve. Both of the players holding their serve. So that's good. One game all. One game all. Carlos Alcaraz right now again. Pressure on the Spaniard. Alcaraz hitting the first serve into the net. It will be second serve from Carlitos here. Second serve from Alcaraz. Second serve goes in, backhand from Struff, backhand from Carlos, goes wide. Love 15. Love 15. Juan Carlos Ferrero just shaking his head. Not happy with this point. The coach of Carlos Alcaraz. Alcaraz again serving. First serve goes wide, or it was called let. So it will be a repeated first serve. Repeated first serve from Carlitos. Goes in. That's a great first serve. Great first serve. On a very important point. And it looks like the weather is starting to get worse in Madrid. The wind is starting to pick up. So maybe we will have a roof closed in a few minutes because it's not looking very good. It's looking actually pretty windy at Manolo Santana Stadium. But let's get back to business. First serve from Carlos goes wide. It will be second serve from Carlitos. Second serve from Alcaraz. Second serve goes in. Backhand from Jan-Lennard Struff. Backhand from Carlitos. Backhand from the German. Forehand from Alcaraz. And Struff missing the ball. Good point from Carlitos. 30-15. Climate going epic. Yeah, I mean, I haven't actually looked at the weather forecast for Madrid. Let me take a look. Madrid's weather. I don't know if they are expecting some thunderstorms there right now. Hourly. No, actually, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. So yeah, probably no thunderstorms, fortunately. It seems like in the next couple of hours in Madrid. Slice for backhand from Carlitos. Forehand from Jan-Lennard Struff. Backhand from Carlos. Backhand from Struff hits the net. 40-15 for Carlitos. 40-15 for Alcaraz. Again, very important game. Carlos is looking to hold here. Daniel, in case of if the roof is closed, Struff has more advantage as playing indoors suits him well. Yeah, that makes sense. Good point, Daniel, good point. I think we can all agree on that. I didn't actually think about it that much, but yeah, that's true. If the roof will be closed, actually it will be better for Jan-Lennard Struff. And it goes just wide, I think. Wide from Carlos. he's trying to challenge it. So Carlos Alcaraz challenging this call. Let's see what the Hawkeye thinks about the whole situation. And it's out. It was very close, but it's out. 40-30. It was eventually out. So 40-30 for Carlitos. Again, 29 viewers. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Carlos Alcaraz serving. 40-30. First serve goes wide. It will be second serve from Carlitos. Actually, guys, how do you think we should pronounce Carlos Alcaraz? Tell me in the comments. Backhand from Struff, forehand from Carlitos. Goes wide, yeah? Deuce. Deuce. Because, for example, the Spanish, I guess the Spanish players, the Spanish people, they pronounce it Carlos Alcaraz, I think, like something like that. Alcaraz. But obviously the English-speaking population says just Alcaraz, right? So because Alcaraz, that's kind of, you know, it's not very easy to say always. Advantage Struff. This is not looking good for Carlitos. He's on serve, and right now it's break point for Jan-Lennard Struff. Carlos in some trouble here. Carlos in some trouble. Struff has won 2 of the 7 break points so far in this match. Let's see what he can do here. First serve goes wide from Carlitos. Second serve from Alcaraz. Second serve from Alcaraz. Goes in. Backhand from Struff. Backhand from Alcaraz. Forehand from Struff. Backhand from Carlitos. Backhand from Struff. Forehand from Alcaraz. Backhand from Struff. Forehand from Carlos. Forehand from Struff. And it was called wide. Or actually, Alcaraz actually stopped the rally. Oh. This is a very courageous decision from the young Spaniard. He stopped the rally. And it was wide. Yeah, that's a very well played for Carlitos. Back at deuce. Very courageous, but it paid off. The line judge didn't call the ball out, but Carlos Alcaraz has very good eyes, like an eagle, and he immediately saw it. And this is a great first serve. Struff hitting the ball wide. Suddenly, from being down a break point, Alcaraz is up a game point, and he will be trying to make it 2-1. Let's see what he comes up with here. Advantage for Alcaraz. On his own serve. He needs a good first serve again. Alcaraz serving. First serve goes wide, so it will be second serve for the home favorite. Second serve from Carlos. Goes in. Backhand from Struff. Backhand from Alcaraz. Backhand from Struff. Forehand from Carlitos. Forehand from Struff. Goes wide. And Alcaraz with a very big vamos. And it's 2-1 for Carlos Alcaraz. The Spanish fans inside Caja Magica are going crazy. Very important hold. Carlos Alcaraz finally with a smile on his face. He gets a hold. And it's 2-1. Jan-Lennard Struff will be on serve next. Again, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you have, guys, any questions, any thoughts, leave them in the chat as always. Carlos Alcaraz up 2-1 in the set number 3, in the deciding set. Jan-Lennard Struff will be on serve next in just a couple of minutes. Yeah, so far it doesn't look like the roof will be closed, but yeah, let's wait and wait and see what happens next. So 2-1 for Carlitos. He's just bumping his fist. He's ready to go. Jan-Lennard Struff right now. All eyes on the German, as he will try to hold here and to make it 2 games all in the deciding set. So, Struff seems to be ready to go. We are ready to go as well. First serve from Struff hits the net. Will be second serve from the German. Today I already lost 155 bucks. Well, that's not very good. That doesn't sound very good. The ball goes wide from Jan-Lennard Struff. Love 15. Love 15. Love 15. Struff is on serve. First serve goes in. Forehand from Alcaraz. Struff going for a volley. What a volley this is. Again, serve and volley, but it's paying off. It's absolutely 100% paying off for Jan-Lennard Struff. He was courageous, and it was the right thing to do. What a volley from Jan-Lennard Struff. What a volley from the German. It will be second serve this time from Struff. Goes in, forehand from Carlitos. That's a good pass. The last point it was a great volley from Struff, but this time it was a great pass from Carlos Alcaraz. Again, Jan-Lennard Struff trying to go for a serve and volley of his second serve, but this time it didn't really pay off because it was a great passing shot from Carlos Alcaraz. 15-30 on the serve of Jan-Lennard Struff. Second serve goes in. Forehand from Carlitos. There's a bad miss. Bad miss. Bad miss. 30 all. Alcaraz trying to go full power of that return of the second serve, but that was a bad miss. That was a bad miss. Struff again serving. First serve hits the net. It will be once again a second serve from the German. Second serve from Struff. Goes in. Forehand from Carlitos. Forehand from Struff. Forehand from Alcaraz. Backhand from Struff. Drop shot from Alcaraz. Here we go. We haven't seen many drop shots from Carlos Alcaraz, but this one was absolutely delicious. 40-30. And this drop shot, beautiful drop shot, brings up break points for the Spaniard. This might be a very important point, maybe the most important point of the whole match. Carlos Alcaraz trying to get a break here in the deciding set. Will he be able to do it? Will he be able to break Jan-Lennard Struff? First serve from Struff hits the net. It will be repeated first serve from the German. Repeated first serve. Again hits the net. Third first serve. The first two have hit the net. Iqbal, don't get before us. We want to enjoy it. First serve, forehand from Alcaraz, and volley from Struff goes wide. Volley from Struff goes wide, and here we go, guys. Carlos Alcaraz gets the break. Just like that. 3-1. Yeah, and the defending champion is up. If Carlos Alcaraz will hold his next 3 serves, he will regain his title, he will regain his crown in the Spanish capital. That's what he's after. And he will be, if he wins in Madrid this year, he will be just 5 points away from Novak Djokovic, from the world number one. Very important game, very important break for Alcaraz. Let's see if he can hold his serve, if he can hold his nerves here. First serve from Carlitos goes wide. It will be second serve from Alcaraz. Second serve from Carlitos. Second serve from Alcaraz goes in. Backhand from Struff. Drop shot from Alcaraz. Struff gets to it. Alcaraz with a backhand, and Struff was there for the volley. It was there for the taking, but he has hit the net. Alcaraz up 15 love. Carlos has got his IQ back with the drop shot based on your commentary. Yes, Daniel, it's just great drop shot at a crucial moment. And again, he used the drop shot here in this point once again. And it paid off. Even though Struff had a pretty easy volley to hit, but he missed it. And this is a great first serve from Carlos. Again, when he needs those first serves, he's just able to get them in so far in this tournament. Again, great first serve. 30 love. Last 11 points. Out of the last 11 points, Alcaraz has won 9. 9-9-9. Just like that. Only 2 points out of the last 11 have gone the way of Jan-Lennard Struff. So right now, it's Carlos Alcaraz who is dominant. Great forehand from Carlos. Another forehand from Carlos. And that's another winner. Another great shot. 40 love. Carlos Alcaraz on the roll right now. And he's on his merry way to win the deciding set. It's still far from over. It's still only 3 games to 1. If Alcaraz wins this game, it will be 4 games to 1. It's still not over. But Jan-Lennard Struff is in some trouble here. First serve from Carlos goes in. And Struff hits the ball wide. Carlos did very well to let that ball. He didn't hit it. He knew that it was wide. And it is 4 games to 1 for the young Spaniard. 4 games for Carlos Alcaraz. Only 1 game for Jan-Lennard Struff. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good for the defending champion right now. I'll take just, guys, a quick break between the games. Again, if you have any questions, leave them in the chat, and I will be right back in a minute or so when Jan-Lennard Struff will be serving next. So guys, we are back. Jan-Lennard Struff on serve, and he has hit a very good first serve. So he is up 15 love. Struff gonna take his and next service. Wait and watch. We should see, Iqbal. We should see. I think that right now Carlos Alcaraz will win this one. I think he's pretty confident. He has gained some confidence off that drop shot as well. And I think he's in a pretty good position to win this deciding set. 30 love. For the German, Alcaraz hitting the net. 30 love for Struff. First serve goes wide. It will be second serve from the German. Second serve goes in. Forehand from Alcaraz. Forehand from Struff. Great forehand from Alcaraz. Alcaraz goes to forward, and Alcaraz using that space very nicely. Getting to the net and ripping forehand right into the corner. 30-15. Jan-Lennard Struff on serve. He has to hold here. There is no other way around it. He just needs to hold here. Or it will be all over, pretty much, if Struff gets broken here. First serve again goes wide from the German. It will be second serve from Jan-Lennard Struff. Second serve from Struff. That's a double fault. That's a double fault. Very unfortunate moment to hit a double fault like that. And we are at 30 all. Again, as I have said, Struff really needs to hold here. But he's at 30 all and he needs to win this next point. Otherwise, it will be a break point for Carlitos. And you don't really want to face break point in this position, in which is right now Jan-Lennard Struff. First serve goes in. Backhand from Struff. Forehand from Alcaraz. Goes just wide. Just wide. 40-30 for the German. 40-30 for Jan-Lennard Struff. Yes, Alcaraz can't afford losing the final to a player outside top 10, especially in front of his home crowd. I mean, he could afford that. Struff is playing amazingly well. So it wouldn't be like... I guess it will be kind of a surprise, but Struff has beaten some really great players along his way to the final, right? He has defeated Stefanos Tsitsipas, some other players as well, so I mean, it will be pretty surprising, but I guess that's... It's not like Carlos cannot afford that. In the meantime, Alcaraz getting the point. 40 all. Deuce. Jay, come on Struff. So we have some Struff supporters here again. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Currently we are at 115 subscribers. 40 all. Deuce. Struff is in some trouble here. First serve goes in. Forehand from Alcaraz. Struff again going for a serve and volley. But Alcaraz right now, he's reading that play very well. Hitting just very strong, very fast return. And Struff unable to control the ball at the net. Eventually he hit the net and it's advantage for Alcaraz. It's break point for Carlitos. Alcaraz trying to go up 5-1. Will he be able to do it? Break point for Alcaraz. If he breaks here, it will be all over. You have a feeling that it will be all over if Alcaraz breaks here, but that's a good first serve. That's a good first serve from Jan-Lennard. And we are back at deuce. He needs to hold. This is a must-hold situation. There is no other way for the German. Again, first serve from Struff goes in. Forehand from Alcaraz. This time, Struff doesn't go for a serve and volley. And what a pass. What a pass from Carlos. Eventually, Struff didn't go for serve and volley, but of the third point or third strike, then Struff went to the net and Alcaraz has come up with a beautiful passing shot. What a pass from Carlitos. Amazing. What a player he is. Still only 20 years old. He has a lot of room to improve, which is even more scary. But this time it's Struff and his time to shine. Struff hitting some amazing forehand winner right into the corner. Great shot from Struff. And we are back at deuce. Back at deuce. The winner speed was almost 150k. Great winner from Jan-Lennard Struff. He's serving again. First serve goes wide. This was way wide. Second serve from the German. Second serve from Struff. Hits the net. It will be a repeated second serve from Jan-Lennard Struff. Repeated second serve Repeated second serve. Struff is taking his time. Very important point. He gets it in. Forehand from Alcaraz. Forehand from Struff. Forehand from Carlos. Forehand from Struff. Forehand from Carlos. Backhand from Struff. Forehand from Alcaraz. Backhand from Struff. Forehand from Alcaraz. Goes wide. Overcooked. Again, Carlitos has overcooked this one. And Jan-Lennard Struff has won this point. Advantage for the German. Advantage for Jan-Lennard Struff. Advantage for Jan-Lennard Struff. First serve from Struff goes in. Alcaraz returns. Forehand from Struff, and he has won this game. Eventually, he got through the finish line. Eventually, he was able to get a hold. And all eyes once again on the home favorite, Carlos Alcaraz on serve. He will be trying to make it 5-2. Now the break. Iqbal, you think now will be the break? I don't know. I feel like Alcaraz has got this one. I feel like he will be able to win this one. But obviously we are still far from over. Alcaraz needs 2 more games. Maybe 2 more holds to win the title in the Spanish capital, to regain his crown in Madrid. Alcaraz serving. First serve. Goes in. Backhand from Struff hits the net. Well played, Carlitos. Well played. 15-love. Again, this is something I have been already talking about today. Carlos Alcaraz has clearly improved his serving. That's very important. Again, if there was some part of the game that maybe I thought Alcaraz should really improve, it was his serve. But I feel like right now, his serve is pretty darn good. Again, great first serve from Alcaraz. Another winner of his serve. Struff returning the ball, but it was wide. Again, too much to handle for Jan-Lennard Struff. Alcaraz right now with a very great serving. 30-love for Carlitos. First serve from Alcaraz. This time hits the net, so this time it will be second serve. Struff has been hitting a lot of aces in his last matches. Yes, Daniel, I think that's true. I actually haven't been watching Struff all that much this tournament. And again, great second serve from Alcaraz. Again, a win. Actually, it isn't the winner, but yeah, it's like a serve that Struff is unable to return. It's the third unreturned serve of this game. Alcaraz is up 40-love. You see, Iqbal, it was pretty easy. But again, Alcaraz, no way. Yeah, I mean, in this match, I don't know, Struff has maybe 2 aces in this match. Great serve from Alcaraz again. 5-2. You see, Iqbal, you were saying that there will be a break. There is no break here. Alcaraz is on his merry way. 5-2. Struff has been hitting a lot of aces. I don't know. I think he has like 2 aces, maybe 3 aces in this match. I don't think he's more than that. Alcaraz is just returning almost every single ball. That's the problem for Jan-Lennard Struff today. That's the problem for him. Yeah, Iqbal, as I have been saying, there is no break. There is no break. There is no break. So we are waiting for Jan-Lennard Struff. He will be serving next. Thank you guys for 116 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate that. Yeah, so right now it will be a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure on the shoulders of Jan-Lennard Struff. Let's see what he can produce here. I mean, in the first game of the match, when there was a lot of pressure, Jan-Lennard Struff has hit 2 double faults. Will we see something similar? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to expect from this next game, but it will be a good one. That's for sure. We are maybe heading for the final stages of this final. It has been a good one. We have been going for over almost 2.5 hours right now. If Struff take this serve, then break comes. Well, I think I have heard something similar before. I think I have heard somewhere something similar. Alcaraz said that he has been working much on improving his return percentage. Yeah. I mean, he clearly has improved that a lot. He's returning almost every single serve. And the ball from Alcaraz goes wide. 15 love for Struff. One point, Daniel. Do you remember the match against Sasha Zverev? I watched it, and I think, if I remember correctly, Zverev in that match was winning something like 50% of his first serves. And that Sasha Zverev, with his serve, winning 50%, that's just ridiculous. I mean, the way Alcaraz was returning against Zverev, that was just absolutely ridiculous. 30 love for Struff. I mean, actually, Zverev, after he hit the first serve against Alcaraz, he was often on the back foot, and Zverev is serving like 230 Ks on the tee. So that's just amazing. That was amazing display by Carlos in that match against Zverev. You know you are returning well when Sasha Zverev is winning 50 points off his first serve. That was just amazing. And actually in that match, I do believe that Alcaraz had more aces than Sasha, which is again another mind-boggling stat. Okay, 30-15 for Jan-Lennard Struff. He's down 2-5. Great serve. This was a great serve from Struff. 40-15. So far, no nerves, it seems like, for the German. But again, even if he holds here, Alcaraz will have everything in his hands as he will try to close this one out. Struff again hitting the ball into the net. It will be second serve this time. Second serve from Struff goes in. Backhand from Carlitos. Forehand from Struff. Backhand from Alcaraz. Hits the net but it goes in. Forehand from Struff. Forehand from Carlos. Forehand from Struff goes wide. 40-30. 40-30. Good point from Alcaraz. Struff will be hoping that he could close this one here. Struff will be hoping that he can close this one and that he can make it 5-3. Hopefully for him. So, Struff serving. First serve goes wide. Will be second serve from Struffy. I think that's how players call him. I think Andrei Rublev, when he won against Struff at Monte Carlo, I think he called him Struffy. And they are clearly very good friends. Good point from Alcaraz for the all. Nice headphones, thank you very much. Alcaraz is mentally strong as compared to other young upcoming players. Yeah, I mean, just compare him with Holger Rune, right? And that's everything you need to know. First serve from Struff is good. Advantage for Struff. Good first serve, or almost 220k. Right on the tee. Alcaraz unable to return this one. I mean, Rune has clearly some problems with managing the crowd, as we have seen many times before. And just remember that final against Rublev. Struff in the meantime getting the game 5-3. Alcaraz serving for the championship, serving for the title. Yeah, Rune, I mean, he clearly has the weaker mental side than Alcaraz, and I think Sinner as well. Sinner is very, very calm. He doesn't really engage with the crowd and all of this, but I think he gets pretty nervous in the key moments, and maybe that's why he hasn't so far been able to win Masters 1000 title. So Sinner as well sometimes could be struggling in that mental department. But Alcaraz serving, it comes all down to this. Carlos Alcaraz serving for the title. Let's see if he can serve it out. First serve from Alcaraz goes in. Struff returning. Drop shot from Carlitos. Drop shot winner. Drop shot brilliance. Once again from the young Spaniard. And the Spanish crowd at Caja Magica is going absolutely crazy. Another drop shot on an important point to start this game. Great point. Alcaraz again serving. Carlitos serving yet again. First serve. Ace. Just like that. No pressure. No pressure, it seems like, on the shoulders of a quite remarkable young man. 30 love. Ace. Right on the tee. Actually, aces. Okay, Struff has 4 aces in this match. Alcaraz 2. But still, it's pretty good. And Alcaraz has hit the second serve of the match on this point. And a drop shot on the first. Good serve from Alcaraz. Backhand. Forehand. 40 love. Forehand volley. Iqbal, I don't know. It doesn't look like the break is coming. It looks like the Carlitos, the El Hurricane, is on his way to yet another Madrid Masters title. 3 championship points. I wanted to say match points, but actually they are not match points. They are championship points for Carlos Alcaraz. He's taking his time. He has 3 opportunities to win the title. Let's see what he does here. First serve from Alcaraz. Goes in. Struff hits it wide. And Carlos Alcaraz lays on the ground. Clearly emotional. But it is all over. It was not easy, guys, today for Carlos Alcaraz. It was not in straight sets. Jan-Lennard Struff clearly tested the young Spaniard. But eventually, it's once again a Spanish phenomenon who walks out once again with the spoils. Again, a great match from Carlos Alcaraz, a great match from Jan-Lennard Struff, but it's Carlos Alcaraz who reigns supreme in the Spanish capital, and he extends his winning streak on the Spanish soil. He has won Barcelona last year, Madrid last year, Barcelona this year, Madrid this year. He's absolutely flawless on his own home soil. And again, the first thing that Carlitos does, he just runs to his team, hugs Juan Carlos Ferrero. What an extraordinary young man he is. He's a worthy winner in Madrid once again. Good night. Congrats, Carlos. Alcaraz is loved everywhere he goes, just like Federer, because his game is very versatile. I actually don't agree, Daniel. I don't agree. I think Alcaraz is loved everywhere, just like Federer, because he has a very good temper, because he's very down to earth, because he's just a good guy. Compared to some, compared to Holger Rune, for example. I'm not saying Holger Rune is a bad guy. No, I think he's good. But obviously his attitude on court, what he does on court, how he sometimes interacts with fans, say something about his character. And Alcaraz is loved everywhere he goes because obviously he has a very nice game, but he's a very nice person. He's very down to earth. He's very humble. And basically every single player has a very good relationship with Carlos Alcaraz. Just look what happened between Carlos Alcaraz and Stefanos Tsitsipas last year in Barcelona. It was very spicy. And this year, Tsitsipas was just hugging Alcaraz and constantly praising him, So I think it's just about how humble Carlos Alcaraz is. That's why everybody loves him. But yeah, guys, it's Carlitos. It's the Spanish superstar who once again walks out with the spoils. It has been a great final, guys. Jan-Lennard Struff has hit 26 winners. Alcaraz only 19. But still, Alcaraz has come out at the top. He has won only 3 points more than Jan-Lennard Struff, but he won the more important points. And that's all that matters in tennis sometimes. See you, take care. Thank you, Iqbal. You too. Alcaraz also engages easily with the crowd. That's true, but in a positive manner, not in negative like Holger Rune. I have never seen a crowd that has booed on Carlos Alcaraz, and I have seen crowds that have booed on Holger Rune. So yeah. Yeah, that's all, guys, for today. It has been a great final. Thank you, Daniel, for being here. Thank you, Iqbal. Thank you to all of the viewers, even those that haven't been writing in the chat. I really appreciate every single one of you. We have reached 116 subscribers. I really appreciate that, guys, and I hope to see you again on my future streams. It's Carlos Alcaraz again with the title. I have predicted him to win this tournament, and I was right. He didn't prove me wrong, and it was tough against Jan-Lennard Struff. We also have to applaud Jan-Lennard Struff because it has been an amazing tournament for the lucky loser to make it all the way to the final, and arguably this was the toughest challenge for Carlos Alcaraz all week long. He really had to work for it. It was not easy, but as the saying goes, it is not meant to be easy at this level. So congratulations for Carlos Alcaraz. Kudos to Jan-Lennard Struff, and thank you very much to you guys for being here. I really enjoyed this stream. Hopefully I will see you on my future streams as well. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss the future streams. Thank you very much, guys, again, and see you in the future. Bye, guys.